Archangel Michael says, "The hour that was hidden has turned its face toward you." The silence around your name is breaking like glass at sunrise. What comes next is not small, and it will not land softly. There is a sealed space between what you have lived and what calls you. Inside that space, your name is written with bright insistence. A door that did not exist yesterday is waiting for your hand. The reason is not a rumor. The reason is the work you carry in the quiet. The reason is the pattern you keep seeing where others see static. Your steps were counted long before you noticed the path. Your ordinary days were preparing uncommon clarity. The message arrives because the time has ripened. The request carries weight. It was formed in a circle of minds that measure reality by first principles. Your presence is required because you belong at that table. You have always been building something more than a plan. You have been building a signal. That signal has finally pierced the distance. There is a document that keeps repeating your initials. A file marked for a small list contains your page. Your page contains lines that cannot be erased. You did not chase this. You did not push your way into rooms. Your work knocked without noise and opened the lock. The meeting is not a distant fantasy. It is a living appointment shaping itself around your readiness. Your readiness grows each time you refuse to shrink. People around you can feel the stirring. They cannot describe it, yet they look twice. The air is different when purpose stands up inside a person. You have lovers of comfort nearby and they are nervous. They smell change and try to gift you yesterday. Let their fear pass by like a breeze that never learned your name. You are not walking into an interview. You are walking into an inflection point. Inflection points bend more than schedules. The invitation did not appear by accident. It was engineered by alignment. Alignment chose you because you already chose the work. You kept choosing when it was not popular. You kept choosing when it did not trend. You kept choosing when applause was busy elsewhere. Now the arc is turning. The center of gravity is moving toward you. This is why the call sounds louder each dawn. The meeting exists for a reason bigger than celebrity. It exists to accelerate a solution already breathing in your notebooks. The solution wants a runway and you were born with a pilot's heart. The message you carry is not only words. It is architecture. It is the shape of a better way. You have been living with sketches in your mind that refuse to fade. You have been testing them against stubborn reality. The tests have been sharpening your edges to a fine promise. The request is personal because the work is personal. The work is personal because the future lives inside real people. Real people are how the future learns to stand. You understand scarcity because you have met it. You understand constraints because they sat at your table. You understand momentum because you learn to create it from near zero. These are the traits that matter now. These are the traits that built what no budget could buy. These are the traits that wrote your invitation without ink. The world loves spectacle, and it will get plenty. The meeting is not about spectacle. It is about moving the needle for real. You are not being asked to perform. You are being asked to contribute. Contribution is the purest stage. Do not borrow smallness from those who doubt. The ark. Doubt is a visitor without luggage. Let it stay nowhere. You will be guided in practical steps. The guidance will fit inside daily hours. Daily hours will become long corridors opening into broader halls. Gather your proofs. Gather your prototypes. Gather your courage. Courage is a decision taken in quiet. Courage is the signature at the bottom of your life's blueprint. Courage is the electricity that makes closed doors slide open. When the message arrives in your inbox, do not tremble. When the calendar pings, do not hesitate. When the gate opens, walk through. The location will feel like a threshold. The room will be brighter than you imagined. The table will carry the weight of choices that ripple past your lifetime. You will speak simply. Your ideas will not need decoration. Simplicity is speed in human form. There will be moments when eyes search your face for certainty. Give them steadiness instead. Steadiness is the quiet twin of courage. Archangel Michael says, "You have crossed deserts of delay without breaking. You have sailed seas of almost without sinking. You have reached a coast where the land finally agrees with your direction. This coast is made of partnership. Partnership multiplies the possible. Your part is to remain true to the function of your gift. There will be offers dressed as shortcuts. There will be flattery dressed as wisdom. There will be noise dressed as opportunity. None of them outrun the clean line of your purpose. None of them outshine the utility of your idea. None of them outweigh the ethics you refuse to trade. Carry a note in your pocket with 3 sentences that anchor you. The first sentence reminds you who you serve. The second sentence reminds you what problem you solve. The third sentence reminds you what trade you will never make. Read that note before you step into the room. Read it after you step out of the room. Let it guard your center like a lighthouse without fatigue. Your preparation was not wasted. Every late night has become a rung on a ladder. Every early morning has become a quiet rehearsal for this voice. People will try to name your gift with labels that feel smaller than the truth. Smile and keep building. The work will teach them the right name in time. Expect resistance that looks like logic. Expect obstacles that look like policy. Expect delays that look like fate. Move with the grace of a river and the focus of a laser. Rivers find a way. Lasers do not apologize. When you sit down, let your posture say you belong. When you listen, let your stillness say you understand. When you speak, let your clarity say you are ready. There will be a question about scale, costs, and time horizons. Your answer will be a map you already drew. Maps convince better than adjectives. There will be a moment when the room turns quiet. That quiet is the sound of change adjusting its weight. Breathe and hold your line. You will be asked why you. You will be asked why now. You will be asked what breaks if this never ships. You will answer with a story of a human who benefits. You will answer with a pathway carved in iterated steps. You will answer with consequence measured not in fame but in lives improved. You will not sell your soul for speed. You will not bend your ethics for glitter. You will not trade your compass for a crowd. If a door closes, another door will open twice as wide. If a gatekeeper frowns, a builder will extend a hand. If a headline misses you, history will not. The reason your name is on the list is not luck. It is trajectory. Trajectory is luck that's studied. Your past will feel lighter because your future picked it up. Your present will feel wider because possibility widened the frame. Your next step will feel simple because the excess fell away. You are not alone in this choreography. Forces of alignment are already moving chairs and turning on lights. The stage is not a stage at all but a workshop where tools are clean and ready. Elon's interest is not about noise. It is about signal strength. Your signal has crossed the threshold where it demands attention. The meeting will carry technical talk, budget lines, and test sites. It will also carry the one thing that powers all movement. That thing is conviction made accountable by design. Design is ethics embodied in function. Design is care measured in tolerances. Design is love made real for strangers you will never meet. Your craft has been faithful to you. Be faithful to it now. Faithfulness is long-term velocity. When the ink dries on whatever follows, remember the origin. Remember the lonely rooms where your mind held the lamp. Remember the small wins that taught you trust. Celebrate without bragging. Commit without drama. Build without permission slips. You do not need universal approval to begin. You need a clear next step and the spine to take it. You have both. Your voice will carry differently after the meeting. It will carry calm authority. Calm is the texture of someone who earned their place. Archangel Michael says, "The path before you is marked, and the mark belongs to your hands." Your hands are steady tools. Your tools are ready to serve something larger than comfort. You came this far by honoring what is real. Keep honoring it when rooms grow larger and corridors echo with your name. Real is the one language the future trusts. Everything about this moment asks you to step forward. Not to posture and not to shrink. To step forward like someone who finally recognizes their own reflection. You will sleep hard and wake light. You will wake light and work strong. You will work strong and close the day with honest tiredness. People will look to you for permission to be brave. Give it by being brave. Bravery is contagious when it moves quietly. As deals twist and calendars shuffle, keep your inner cadence. The cadence of a builder is different from the cadence of a spectator. The builder's beat keeps time with results. Shake hands with purpose. Make eye contact with responsibility. Let your presence say what supply chains and spreadsheets cannot. There is a promise attached to your name. The promise is that you will not waste this chance on vanity. The promise is that you will turn it into value. Value is usefulness with integrity. Value is tomorrow thanking today. Value is the North Star of every significant choice you make. The world feels heavy and hungry at once. Your work feeds and lifts. This is why the invitation found you. There will be mornings when the task looks taller than your reach. Stretch anyway. The stretch becomes your new normal. Take notes during the meeting. Notes become memory you can trust. Trust frees energy for better thinking. If a timeline shortens, breathe and adjust. If a test fails, learn and improve. If a partner hesitates, clarify and continue. Your community is bigger than your address book. Your community includes the unseen who will benefit. Keep them at the center of your calculus. Your team will need your steadiness. Your stakeholders will need your honesty. Your younger self will need your kindness. Treat your younger self well by keeping promises. Treat your present self well by setting boundaries. Treat your future self well by designing systems that scale. When you walk out, the sky will look familiar and also new. Familiar because it always belonged to everyone. New because you can finally see how it belongs to you. Hold your joy like a tool, not a trophy. Joy used well makes work feel like devotion. Devotion outlasts fashion. If doubts knock late at night, let your discipline answer the door. Discipline is the friend who never forgets why you started. It is the keeper of long games. This meeting is not the finish line. It is an ignition sequence. Ignition sequences are beautiful because they turn potential into motion. Motion builds proof. Proof earns trust. Trust accelerates impact. Impact is the true headline. Impact is the reason your name traveled through corridors you have not seen. Impact is the final measure that matters when noise grows quiet. Take this as permission to bring your whole self to the table. Your empathy belongs there. Your precision belongs there. Your imagination belongs there. The world changes when people who care refuse to stay small. You are one of those people. This is one of those moments. All that you have endured has arranged you for usefulness. All that you have learned has arranged you for clarity. All that you have dreamed has arranged you for courage. Stand where you are and feel the ground agree with you. Lift your eyes and let the horizon steady you. Open the door and let the future invite you in. The message was written for you. The request was made for you. The way forward waits for you. Walk it. Build it. Share it. End what should end. Begin what must begin. Keep what deserves to stay. Let your yes be strong. Let your no be clean. Let your work be love made visible at scale. You will be remembered for the usefulness you deliver. You will be respected for the way you deliver it. You will be trusted because you never sold out your compass. Look at your hands again. They are ready. The world is ready to be helped by what moves through them. When your name is spoken in the room, let dignity answer. When your hand is shaken, let integrity respond. When your proposal is reviewed, let excellence speak for itself. You were not called to repeat what already exists. You were called to extend the frontier. Frontiers are expanded by those who show up without bravado and build. Let this be your rhythm now. Show up. Build. Improve. Repeat. Your story will teach others to choose courage. Your results will teach others to trust focus. Your life will teach others that humility and audacity can share the same spine. The request has reached you because you are ready. You are ready because you kept going. You kept going because your purpose would not let you sleep through your calling. Walk into the room. Place your work on the table. Light enters through the door you just opened. This is your hour of alignment. This is your hour of contribution. This is your hour of honest power. Carry it well. Use it well. Multiply it well. The rest will follow. The world will feel it. The future will remember it. Archangel Michael says, strengthen your core message until it beats like a drum. Reduce every idea to its cleanest form. Let each form point to a result that can be measured without debate. Map your promise on a single page. Show the current state with clarity, the target state with courage, and the bridge with steps. Steps remove fog better than speeches. Create a 1-minute opening that lands like a key in a lock. Create a 3-minute overview that shows scope without drift. Create a 10-minute deep dive that proves feasibility with calm precision. Write your opening line and practice it until your breath trusts it. Speak from the diaphragm so your tone carries authority without strain. Pace each sentence like you are laying stones across a river. List every dependency that can slow the plan. Pair each dependency with a mitigation that is simple and credible. Simple and credible wins rooms more than grand and vague. Build a table of risks and responses. Place technical risks, financial risks, operational risks, and social risks in their lanes. Responses should be specific enough to run tomorrow morning. Summarize the unit economics for the solution. Show how each unit becomes cheaper, safer, and faster with scale. Let the numbers carry the weight while your voice carries the why. Prepare a short demo that refuses to crash. If the demo must be simulated, say it clearly and own the boundary. Honest boundaries keep trust safe. Gather reference letters from builders who saw you do the work. Gather pilot feedback from users who felt the benefit in their day. Let authentic testimony hold the mirror to your impact. Package your intellectual property in a way that respects law and momentum. Keep clean records of contributions and timelines. Clean records reduce friction when speed matters most. Show your roadmap in 3 horizons. Horizon 1 delivers undeniable value in weeks. Horizon 2 compounds value in quarters, and Horizon 3 opens new markets in years. Keep your slide design free from clutter. Use white space like oxygen for thinking. Use diagrams only when they remove confusion. Print a single-page brief and carry extra copies. Include executive summary, core metrics, and contact details. The person who did not expect to be convinced might ask for one. Practice in rooms with cold eyes. Invite peers who do not flatter and will not protect your feelings. Ask them to tap the table when your words drift from proof to fluff. Record your practice runs and watch them without bias. Trim filler phrases until the lines move like a clean machine. Replace adjectives with evidence and verbs with actions. Make a short glossary for any hard terms. Speak human first and technical second. Human-first language makes trust walk into the room. Set your wardrobe the night before and choose ease over noise. Wear something that lets you move, breathe, and think. Ease helps presence remain steady. Sleep with intention and wake with gratitude. Hydrate your body and calm your nervous system. Arrive early enough to let the space become familiar. Carry a notebook with an index at the front. Number the pages and title them as you go. The index helps you retrieve gold minutes after the meeting ends. Say people's names with care. Thank the assistants who made the schedule. Respect for the unseen keeps doors open later. Listen fully when others speak. Do not interrupt momentum. Let your silence prove you can hold complexity without flinching. When you present, anchor to the problem first. Tie the problem to human lives and material consequences. Then reveal the mechanism that rewrites those consequences. Show the bottlenecks that most teams ignore. Show how your design flows around them like water finding a channel. Show where you will test the flow under pressure. Place a realistic budget beside each milestone. Explain what each dollar buys in terms of learning and proof. Learning and proof are currencies that attract more fuel. Bring a short paper with references that informed your approach. Cite sources that matter and experiments that failed. A record of failure interpreted honestly builds deeper trust. Outline the minimal viable pilot with a firm schedule. Specify the instruments that will capture results. A pilot is a promise with a clock on it. Set your negotiation boundaries in advance. Know the equity you can part with and the control you must keep. Boundaries protect long-term integrity when short-term offers glitter. Create two versions of your data room. The light version for early review and the deep version for post-meeting diligence. Label folders with clean consistency. Introduce your team with verbs, not titles. Share what each person actually builds and why they are irreplaceable. Builders recognize builders across a room. If you are solo, show your advisory circle. Show the experts who sharpen your thinking and stress test your steps. A tight ring of excellence can beat a wide crowd of noise. Have a backup for every critical element. A backup charger, a second laptop, printed slides, and offline demo media. Redundancy turns surprises into small pauses. Archangel Michael says, keep your inner monologue clear and kind. Replace harsh self-talk with disciplined direction. Direction is the music your focus follows. Use breath as your metronome. Inhale for composure, exhale for clarity, deliver the line with intention. The body informs the mind when the stakes rise. Expect one person to challenge your premise. Let their challenge become a platform for deeper proof. Proof delivered without heat increases your credibility. State what you know, what you believe, and what you will measure. These three categories prevent confusion from pretending to be wisdom. Measurement turns belief into knowledge over time. Be ready to pause when a stakeholder leans in. Pauses are space where minds align. Alignment is the beginning of velocity. If a whiteboard appears, draw with economy. For shapes are often enough to explain a system. Label arrows with verbs that carry action, not assumption. Protect your attention like gold in the hours before the meeting. Say no to distractions that pull you sideways. Sideways attention creates crooked lines. Carry a small token that reminds you of why you build. A photo, a note, a fragment of material from your prototype. Meaning steadies hands. Plan for the first 24 hours after the meeting.